voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
A lot of people are saying that these mounds in America are from Native Americans, right? So today, I'm just going to go ahead and show y'all that these mounds are not Native American mounds. They are melanated people's mounds. Let's keep going. Now, check this out. The Choctaws look today upon Nina Waya as the birthplace of their race. She is Ishki Chateau, the great mother. Let's keep going. The real name of the mound is Ishki. Ish is Hebrew. Let's keep going. And Ki means earth, and is also a mother goddess in ancient Samaria. So the original name of that mound is not a Native American language. That mound is named after a Hebrew language. And to get a little deeper, this is a skeleton found in a mound in northeast Georgia. Look at the Ankh cross this skeleton is buried with. These are melanated people, not Native Americans. We know the truth now. A lot of people are
Hi, y'all. Hi. Shout out to We Know the Truth Now. I love him on TikTok. Shout out to We Know the Truth Now. Yes. We know the truth now. And if you don't know, you're about to know. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Come on in. Happy Wednesday. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Shout out to y'all. It is hump day. I hope you hump if that's what you would like to do. I ain't humping nothing, okay? So with that being said, hump on, girl. Shout out to everybody in the building. I love y'all. I hope you guys have done me a favor. First of all, like the video. We need to get the video out in the algorithm that the people know we around here josing, okay? And then secondly, I need you guys to subscribe to the channel because the channel will be up to 100K by the end of the year. And you want to be a part of that history. We're not paying for no bots. We're not buying. We're not doing none of that. We about to get 100K real people to pull up down by the dog. You see what I'm saying? So tell a friend, a family member, and a cousin to pull up to the dollhouse if they at work Monday through Friday and need somebody to joke them a few little hours through the day. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, okay? I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to you guys. Also, make sure you guys are doing your grounding. Make sure you guys are taking 15 minutes out of your day. Get rid of your cell phones, your Bluetooths, your smartwatches, anything that connects you to technology. Get rid of it. Put your bare feet to the soil, not the concrete, preferably in the sun or under the moon, and just ground. Just think, just meditate. Manifest what it is you want, and also manifest releasing the things that don't serve you. That could be behaviors, that could be people, that can be anything. These are things that are going to help you heal, okay? I am currently on a healing journey, and it's doing so well for me. It is extremely scary, I'm not going to lie, but I'm on my healing journey, and I know that I need to be telling y'all this. Okay, so with that being said, please do your grounding. Also, most importantly, if you don't feel like grounding, that's cool. At the very least, you need to do your genealogy. Genealogy is the only way to give you an identity. Yes, we can change our name every 50 to 60 years. Yes, we can create a new name, a new term for what we're going to be. But the fact of the matter is, we still don't know who we are collectively. So with that being said, do your genealogy and we can get closer to that. Genealogy is only a family tree. Find out who you are, where your family fit in the story of this great here America, okay? This here Egypt, okay? Shout out, and let me say this too. Shout out to They Know the Truth. For my Bible people, let me go back right quick because I want to show y'all something. because I didn't expect to see this. Let me. I don't know if y'all know this. You don't know this, so I'm gonna tell you now. A lot of the times when I be sharing stuff with y'all, and I probably shouldn't do this, but it's really be, especially when it's educational. A lot of the times when I be sharing stuff with y'all, I don't watch it all the way through before I get on here. I might watch like the first 30 seconds, and I'm like, it'll do. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's probably not the best journalism, and I apologize for that. However, I always find that when I pull up these videos, they end up teaching me something in the moment, and I think I like that. I like learning with you guys because it makes the moment, it makes it more organic and pure when these thoughts and these downloads are coming to me. If it makes sense, it's a weird way of learning. I don't know if it's even productive or not, but at the end of the day, it's productive as it pertains to, you know, me making points. But listen, so in this video, I didn't watch the video all the way through, but when he spoke about the language in which the Mounds were named Ishki, he said Ish is a Hebrew name and Ki basically means the earth. Now, all my people who are into the Bible know that the Bible speaks of the Hebrews, okay? Shout out to my Hebrew Israelites. We already know about them. Now, a lot of us are awakening to that identity of who we are. Remember, we just are. We can't say we just one thing because we're not. Okay, we are a multitude of things. We are Christians, we are Muslims, we are Baptists, we are Catholic, we are Hebrews, we are whatever, we are Indians, whatever we are. Okay, so let's not get caught up and get all clicked up and beefing about identity and who's right and who's wrong. That is a tactic that has been put in place by the powers that be to keep us from getting together and figuring out how to get up out this matrix that they call Earth. Okay. So with that being said, we don't care about the identity. Who cares? Right now, collectively, we need to be getting on one accord, okay? Period, point blank. We are only dealing with like-minded people who want to get up out of this matrix, who want to get up. Ooh, somebody don't want me to say that. We want to get with like-minded people who want to get up out of this matrix. When I tell you, every time I try to say this, I keep coughing. Hold on, because I'm going to say it. I don't care. Again, we, Black America, and that Black America, it falls under North America, South America, and the Caribbeans. Now, each of us have our own identities. As far as us North American people, us Indians and us FBAs and Black Americans and African Americans, as far as us, we are setting our identity. We are delineating from everybody, creating our identity, and we employ everybody on this side of the Americas to do the same. Because this is the way to be strategic in this thing. See, one of the other ways that they were able to mess us up was make us all think we one big nigga. You see what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is we're not. And that's okay. Okay? There's a lot of strategy that needs to be taking place here. And identity is going to be the thing that gets you guys to where you need to be. Okay? So with that being said, please, not only do your genealogy, but pay attention to things you've already known. Go back and revisit them once you start meditating and re-clearing your mind and start paying attention to the things that were literally right there in your face. But then you're going to start to realize, snap, it was right there in my face, but I was so busy blinded, walking around with the blindfolders on. And we've all been there, okay? But when this dude brought up this whole Mountains thing, I immediately thought about, obviously, the Bible, which I've always knew that the chosen people of the Bible had to be Black because nobody clear was existed. So there's that. But anyway, the fact that this word and this term is a Hebrew term, and it is something that was used, and there's a plethora. You have no idea of the evidence of all type of old Egypt, old ancient Rome, old all of that right here in America, in Louisiana, in Georgia, in Tennessee, in St. Louis, in South Carolina, North. All these places is old ancient places. All it is. And the thing about it is, You'd be surprised at what you find when you start going back and looking at it with a different lens. You'll see they really been kind of low-key playing in your face, telling you the truth this whole time, but giving you enough to make you feel like you know what you know, but you really don't know nothing. It's surrounded by a bunch of lies, okay? Yes, Illinois too, definitely Illinois, especially heavy in that Illinois, that St. Louis, whatever state that is. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee, Georgia, all them places, ancient, way older than what you think Africa and their civilizations are. You'd be surprised. But no, I want to get to the part where he talks about the old the bones that they found. Now, mind you, we've been told that we come from Africa. Remember, they told us that. They said we come from a monkey named Lucy, a raggedy hoe, and she allegedly smashed on some angel or something and created mankind. Now, they told us that. But then when you go to science route, they'll tell you that the oldest remains are found in Africa. But the fact of the matter is, not only is the oldest DNA in the world tied right here to, North Carolina, the oldest remains have and always have been found in America. This is why America doesn't allow you to dig in your own backyard. See, the way the powers that be is, they don't want, listen, if they could have, they would have picked us all up and put us on them boats that they claim they put us on and shipped us off to Africa, but they couldn't. Part of the deal of them even being here is, guess what? You gotta let them stay, okay? So with that being said, these people who come over here, they came over here and they imprisoned us in our own home. Does that make sense? They imprisoned us in our own home and then reprogrammed our minds to believe that we were actually somewhere lost. If you believe in any Bible prophecy, you know I ain't off. You know I ain't off, okay? Now, with that being said, when you talk about the oldest DNA and you talk about the oldest remains, it is not found on the continent of Africa. It is actually found here in America. And not only that, we are finding, and they have found remains with gold teeth and diamonds in their teeth right here. No. I don't want you to misunderstand this, because this is the witchcraft that they put on a lot of the stuff to make you believe, to put your location mentally somewhere else. Listen, look at today. Pay attention what's going on today. And I promise you can figure out what happened back then. And you can probably predict what happened in the future. Okay? Now, if you look at what's going on today, what you know is no civilization, no group of people, no area in the continent or on the continent of Africa carry a group of people with any of these characteristics of any of these things that they even described in the Bible, I'm just saying, of the chosen people. These are the facts, okay? Now, if we're going into out the Bible, saying go sit down with the Zoomies. If we going without the Bible and we're dealing in science, or we're dealing in the 3D reality, as we like to call it, the fact of the matter is this: they will tell you, these clears who only about 6,000 years old, they will tell you that you came from a continent in which they actually came from. Let's really call a thing a thing. But it's not just about telling you. It's about a ritual that's been going on for generations, hundreds of years, and it ain't been full. Stop saying that. It's to ritualistically keep you mentally enslaved. They know they can't enslave your body. They don't even have the tools, the equipment. They don't even have the things to try to enslave your body. That's one of the reasons why they fear you. And that's for the black man and the black woman. But one thing they have that you don't is witchcraft. See, they are able to control your minds ritualistically. Ritualistically only means all the time, in a pattern. And they do it through every single thing you ingest, okay? So much so, it causes a divide amongst us, and we get to fighting about who we are, where we come from, and it really is kind of trivial when you think about it. But the fact of the matter is, it's all a part of the witchcraft. It is about enslaving your mind. Okay, that's what this is all about. But what you need to understand is the veil has been lifted. All their protection and their witchcraft is gone. If you would like to open your eyes, let's go there. Now is the time, okay? Get out there and start grounding. But even with this, start paying attention in this 3D reality to what you are looking at. It's not just a hump on side of the interstate. That interstate was blown. Well, I'm sorry, that interstate was put down through mounds. When you see train stations and train tracks, that's strategically placed. They ain't just randomly found a place and said, okay, we're going to put this right here. These doggone interstates we ride on every day, they are strategically placed to keep you distracted. Well, no, they not, I'm sorry, let me back up. Those interstates, all these things are hidden in plain sight, and they're done strategically to keep you confused and to keep you under the spell. But the problem is, like I told y'all yesterday, we not in 6 feet, y'all. It's only 3 feet. Just stand up. Listen. You can come up out of this. If you want to get up out of here, if you want to go to heaven, you got an opportunity. If you want to go wherever you think your God is supposed to send you next, now is your opportunity. The door is wide open, people. Listen, you are the ancient people. This is the ancient land. These bones, this evidence, this is stuff that has been buried for hundreds of years. This stuff is now out for the taking. It's consumption. That's for it. Listen, it's got information for any and everybody who want to go get it. Get out there and start grounding and pay attention to your surroundings. Start just paying attention. Just at some point in time, even if it's in the middle of your day, if you just got to take 30 seconds to stop and just pay attention. I don't give a damn if you just paying attention to a leaf on a tree. I don't give a damn if you just paying attention to a fly on a wall. You'd be surprised the signs and signals that's coming from around you from just everyday stuff that we just walking past. They got us mentally enslaved so we can't see it. Pay attention. 30 seconds. That's all I'm asking. Now, let's move on, because I always get too long-winded. I got to stop doing that. We got a show today. I want to get into, first of all, Cardi B is pregnant and she's stupid. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Charlie Kirk and the Clears continuing to crash out. We're also going to talk about this. We're going to discuss the left versus right thing, because that is very imperative for my people to understand that they don't need nothing to do with that. And then we also going to talk about Gen Z versus everybody, really, but in particular, Gen X. Now, when we get to this segment, first of all, I ask for my people. I know my people. I love my people. Shout out to Black people. I love y'all. But I know y'all. We get offended real quick. It's like we the same ones who want to tell people how they wronged us. But the moment the accountability shoe goes on the other foot, we immediately start attacking because we get ashamed or we get embarrassed or we feel like, how dare, you know what I'm saying? So only thing I ask when we go through this Gen Z versus everybody, you can say I'm already offended, not gonna lie. I know. Listen, I am on this healing journey is amazing. Cause I ain't gonna lie, two months ago, I would have saw this video and cussed this little boy out. You see what I'm saying? But this is what healing is all about. It opens your ears, it opens your heart. And this is what I want y'all to do. Okay. So with that being said, just keep your eyes open and your ears open. I'll just say this: when we get to that segment, Gen Z versus everybody, if you guys could listen with your mind and not your heart, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, let's get into the show. Okay. You guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, y'all. I got up early and I was having a bit trouble meditating. I was getting a lot of distractions today, and I was grounding. I grounded for or at least attempted to try to ground for about an hour and a half this morning. That's how off I was. But I get it. I gotta move around some energies and move some things, and y'all get it. But anyways, I got up early thinking that I was gonna come up here and have an earlier Joce, and still got caught up. But it is what it is. Time is only time. It is what it is. Now I want to show this to you guys, y'all. Lori Harvey. We spoke about this on this channel, and this is for Black women, all Black women. I need y'all to pay attention to this. So Lori Harvey did an interview, and we talked about these celebrities, Serena Williams, Beyonce, that be going having these babies, or that be having these women's issues. Now, I told y'all, I believe that these women's issues that we are having as a community, when I talk about women's issues, I mean fibroids, PCOS, is that what they call it? I don't know what they call it. Fibroids, cancer, all that stuff is systematically done to us. I believe we are attacked through our food. I believe that birth control is where they really, really jabbing us up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Planned Parenthood, I believe that is ground zero for a lot of the cancer and fibroids we got. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, it would only make sense. It's almost like having a home base, But anyway, outside of that, chemtrails, like somebody else said, I hope the food, the water, it's everywhere. However, when it comes to Black women, I'm almost positive it's got to be Planned Parenthood. It has to come through them doors. I don't know this for a fact, but I feel it. And if I feel it, it is so. And I believe, okay, listen to me. Planned Parenthood, the thing Megan Thee Stallion had y'all twerking for on the left side, hollering women's rights to get an abortion, hollering body, yada, yada, yada. You remember that? Planned Parenthood, Margaret Singer, the Clear Lady, and all of them? I believe that that's where all of this is coming from. But if we would never know if we continue to just live all up in Planned Parenthood, right? Who am I? I'm just a regular, schmegular conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying? Neither here nor there. So Lori Harvey does this interview, and she talks about her fibroids and PCOS and facial hair and all that stuff. And she opens up about her experience. And let me tell y'all something, Black American women, listen to me and listen to me good. The reason why you get the bad treatment, you get down to the hospital, because you are a freaking guinea pig. Working on the eve of this whole thing, you wonder why doctors come from all over the world to be a doctor here in America. They don't come here, get their physician's license, not collectively, and go home. They come here and stay right here. Do you know why that is? And I'm not saying that all physicians are bad, by no means of the stretch of the imagination, but I'm going to give you the God's honest truth. These doctors are experimenting on Black women. So the reason why you in there and you getting these treatments that you getting is because they don't see you as a human. And you know what? They are right. You are not a human. They are. You get it? So with that being said, okay, y'all be running around here. We all having the same experience. What are we going to do about it? When are we going to get to the bottom of the problem, find the issue, and get rid of it? Stop letting these people work on you. Every commercial on YouTube, it's an Indian woman with the dot in the middle of her head talking about, come over here, we gonna talk to y'all about fibroids and help you with the fibroid surgery. Or it's a clear woman on there talking about, oh, we got something on breast cancer. Or it's a white man on there talking about, it's everybody in their mammy calling you down there to let them cut you open like a goddamn guinea pig. The game board operation, that was about you. And they done tricked you through media, through goddamn it, reality fucking TV, Black American women. They use the lowest vibration of a Black American woman. I'm talking about the lowest chakra, the lowest vibration. They use reality freaking TV and social media to get you to brainwash you into believing that they really there to help you. Whole time they experimenting on you, duck, duck, goose. So you want to know why your experiences are so bad? You a guinea pig. And to the black doctors who get in these medical fields and forget who you are, especially them black American doctors, bitch, the hell you gonna pay? Do you hear me? It's a lot of black American nurses. You bitches were horrible to your own people. And I watch y'all get y'all minds right, get y'all vibrations right with certain people when they come in there. Woo-de-woo-de-woo. Y'all are part of the problem too, but you gonna pay for that. You gotta get compassion back for your own people. They already hate you. Why do you have to hate you too? This is why their system works, because you helped them to make it work. Think. We all frustrated, hollering, screaming, crying about reparations, crying about this, crying, but ain't nobody doing nothing. Everybody just crying. We know what the problem is. We get on panels after panels, X spaces after X spaces, YouTubes after TikToks after all of this stuff, and discuss the problem, but don't nobody won't do nothing. Man, what y'all own? What y'all trying to do? Like, that's why I said I can only deal with like-minded people. Because see them, I'm not no Harriet Tubman type of bitch. You feel me? I'm only dealing with the people. I ain't gotta carry no gun. Because bitch, if you come with me, we out. I ain't gotta bring no gun. Because the way my spiritual team set up, when you coming with us, we gone. If you half-hearted in and out, you won't even get an opportunity to go. So make up your goddamn mind. But I'm saying all that to say, that's why y'all having these bad experiences. This is why you have cancer. This is why you have fibroids. This is why you have PCOS. This is why you have all of this. Because you thought Henrietta Lacks was the only black American woman they was over there experimenting on. You thought Frankenstein was really a pale, tall white boy with things out his neck. No, duck, it's you. You Frankenstein. If you're from New Orleans, y'all remember Dr. Morgus. Nigga, you Chopsley. You get it? Let's get into this video, man. Like the video.
My gosh, I've been so frustrated. You know, I've been going to my gynecologist because I just been feeling like something's off in my body. But every time I go to her, she's like, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Nothing's wrong. And I was like, but I don't feel fine. Like, I feel like something is just off, but obviously I don't know what it is. And so she's like, oh, come see Dr. A. She's amazing. Like, what if there is something wrong, she'll be able to find it and tell you. And so I remember the first appointment I had, I'm thinking, you know, it's just going to be a normal routine checkup. And she's like, oh, honey, let me tell you, there's quite a few things going on here. And so that's when she told me.
And this is another thing. They be lying about y'all diagnosis. Not all the time. Not all the time. But a lot of diagnoses we done got and had to go get treated for was all a lie. Cap. I know this sounds asinine. There's people out here saying, girl, you sound crazy as hell. Good. I'm glad I do. The truth supposed to sound crazy. New information supposed to sound crazy. But I'm going to tell you the guys honest truth. They lied about a shit ton of them goddamn diagnoses. I don't give a damn what it was, and had them gone through all type of researches, all type of doggone, what they call them, all type of cures and all this stuff, and they were lying. I'm just telling you now. You got the power of discernment. The Most High gave it to you. Figure it out.
I had PCOS. That's when she told me I had endometriosis. I used to have the most excruciating periods of my life. Like, every single time I felt like I needed to go to the hospital, just like crazy cramps. I'm taking like 800 milligram ibuprofen. Nothing is working. Like, heating, like, it's just like was debilitating. And I just always thought it was normal. You know, they'd be like, oh, just take some Tylenol, you'll be fine. And I'm like, there's no way this is normal. When she said gyno, I was like, oh my gosh, I've been so frustrated. You know, I've been going to my gynecologist because I just been feeling like something's off.
And let me tell you something. Stop letting these doctors tell you that nothing is wrong. Stop that. I don't give a damn how long these quote unquote doctors went to school. They ain't go to school long enough to know you better than you. So many of us died because they done sent us home saying ain't nothing wrong. So many of us got messed up because they done sent us home saying ain't nothing wrong. Like I said, you are a God. You are the God of your own temple, okay? You know you better than anybody. Stop letting them tell you something ain't wrong when you know something is wrong. And if it's going to be a back and forth, don't tongue wrestle. Move around to another doctor that will accommodate you. Okay? Hell, half the time, most of them be on WebMD anyway, Google it. But when it comes down to this, with her talking about having fibroids and endometriosis and PCOS and all that stuff, that is a very common thing amongst Black American women. And I believe it's coming out of that Planned Parenthood. This is why they use these celebrities like Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Sexy Red, all these people to keep this stuff in your face, make you think giving them your deceased or even sometimes alive babies through quote unquote abortion is a woman's right. It is not a woman's right. In the 90s, when they started putting that stuff in our community, our elders detested. They had a whole thing. They marched about it. They said that is not of our culture. That is not who we are. I already told y'all they eating babies. I already told y'all they taking y'all doggone your what you call it? Your sack and all that stuff and curing themselves and all types of stuff and making all types. Listen. We got to be smart. We moving forward. We can't move the way we've been moving. We have to take what we saw done in the past, tweak it, make it work for us, and press. You get it? Henrietta Lacks is all of us. Again, I'm not scaring nobody not to go to the doctor. If you have to go to a hospital or a doctor, please go. You have the power of discernment, the highest level of discernment and intuitive power that any other person walking this face of this earth have. This is why Hitler said you were God's precious jewels. You have the intuitive skills that is sharpened so high. Well, you can sharpen them, but these skills are so freaking sharp that nothing or nobody could come between it except you and the Most High. You know what you need to do. I don't care if it gives you goosebumps. I don't care if you get a gut in your stomach. I don't care if you get a feeling in your head. I don't care if every time something ain't wrong, your eye get the twitching. Whatever it is, you have discernment. You have an intuitive power. Sharpen those skills through meditation and grounding and use them. These are going to be keys to get you up out this white boy's heaven and get us to our rightful place as the gods we are. That's all my mission is, okay? And be mindful of these tricks. A lot of this stuff in social media is cap. It's all 99% lies, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Don't believe me now. You will believe me later. Moving on, I want to get right into the show. So let's get into, let's start with Cardi B, girl. Let's get out the way. Knock her down. I mean, it looked like she was already knocked down. So Cardi B done finally came out and announced that she pregnant. And me, I want to use Cardi B's situation as a learning lesson. I told y'all, I'm a type of person. I have mentors, lesson learners. I have all type of stuff in my head. I live in my head. Everything happens in my head. I can't help it. It's something that I can't, I guess I was born with, okay? And because of that, how do you say it? I pathologize people. But I don't do it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I swear to God, sometimes I don't even know I did it till I rethink about a situation and I realize I've been paying too much of goddamn attention to some shit that I really didn't need to pay attention to. But I didn't even try to. You know what I'm saying? That's just how my experience be. So anyway, when I started thinking about pathology, when I started on my original healing journey, because I thought that was the healing journey, but God knows that must have been the 3D healing journey, because this one is next level. But anyway, when I started on my 3D healing journey, I started looking at myself in the mirror and figuring out me. What is wrong with me? Not even just what is wrong. What is my goods? What are my bads? And one of the things I noticed was patterns. And we all are in loops when you really think about it. And you'll get to that point in your healing. But I noticed the patterns in myself. And when I noticed them in myself, giving myself the clarity and accountability that I should have, I quickly started, not on purpose, picking up people's patterns and behaviors and applying accountability where I believe should be, accountability. And again, who am I? I ain't nobody. But anyways, I'm saying all that to say, Cardi B is one of those people that I didn't want to, but I pathologized her. I don't know why. I just paid attention, even when I didn't try. She just came to my face. And one thing I learned about her is when I first met Cardi on the Love and Hip Hop screen, she was dating this guy who was in jail. Prison, to be exact, okay? And this nigga was controlling her from jail, acting a fool, She stressed out, can't work, can't put a doggone album out, this, that, and the third, because of the nigga. She ends up dropping this nigga in prison. I think he came home. It don't even matter. And jumped right into the arms of an Offset. Now, the reason why I noticed this and picked this up so fast because that's exactly what I did. Remember, I told y'all yesterday about a story about me being engaged and married at the same time. I was too, in my unhealed stage, thinking that I just need to go from boom to boom, boom to boom. That is something that I really believed I needed to do. I didn't know, because I didn't think I did, but I didn't know I had a fear of abandonment and a fear of being alone. I was afraid to sit with me. And that is why physically I was around here bouncing, going, okay, this one went over. Cool. I'm gonna go find me another old man. Okay. Because one thing about the girl, when she want a man, okay, he comes. I just manifest him and he comes. I'm just telling you what it is. Neither here nor there. I saw a lot of the same characteristics in Cardi. So when she got with Offset, immediately I said, okay, this is not going to go well for her. And as we can see, it has not gone well for her. Now, this is the problem, and this is why I'm connecting this to Black American women. We get so caught up under the witchcraft and illusion that these people give us called happiness from this internet, these screens, that we forget real life is real life. See, so many people are so fanned out over Cardi, or are so longing for love or longing for something that they don't have personally within themselves, that even when they see all the red flags in a situation, in a relationship, they will look past it to say, congratulations. Oh my God, this is going to be so great. This is going to be, oh, you deserve it. You look so happy, and lying through your teeth. But the fact of the matter is, the only reason you on the internet saying that to these people, lying to them, is because that's how you be lying to yourself. And the only reason I know that's how you be lying to yourself, because that's exactly how I lied to myself. Does that make sense? Now, Cardi B hops off the Offset pole and jumps onto the goalpost of Stephon Diggs. We have gone out of our way to show this girl that even the men on the football team don't like Offset. I mean, not Offset, because they might be the same person. Stephon Diggs. Even they wouldn't allow him to date their sisters and loved ones. But somehow, Black American women, a lot of us who are unhealed, would rather just disregard all that and clap and say, oh my God, Cardi, this is so great. This is going to do well. And we all know, and if you don't know, I'm about to tell you, this shit going to hell in a handbasket. Now, fast forward. She pregnant. She just had a baby by her husband. She got 3 babies. And this is what I know. Now, I don't know it, but in my brain and in my body and in my heart, I know it, because I told you I feel people. That bitch ain't over there putting time in with them churn like she supposed to. She too busy worried about the internet and niggas. Hello. She already got 3 that's probably being raised by the nanny. And then here you go, hopping on another goalpost with this raggedy ass nigga. I don't give a damn how much money Stephon Diggs got. Stephon Diggs is a pissy tail ass little boy. And I don't care how old he is. Because y'all keep making money your God. That's why y'all think money is all it takes to take care of these kids and do everything you need to do. And that's why money run away from you, because you keep making it your God. Money don't fix nothing. Only thing money do is make you comfortable while you in this white man heaven. That's it. That's all. But when you praise it, when you put it above you and above any and everything, you see it as the white Jesus Christ they gave you. And y'all get the sounding stupid. Oh, Nick Cannon could have 12 kids. That man a millionaire. The fuck? Cardi B could be pregnant by Stephon. It don't matter. That girl a millionaire. Are you insane? This is the dumbest decision she should have made. And the people that are going to suffer the most out this are her freaking kids. Cardi, you are trash. I don't give a damn how much money you have, how much success you have amassed. Deep down under your fake titties, your fake face, your fake lips, your fake ass, your fake everything, you still that girl from the Bronx who looked like she chewed on concrete, and you insecure AF. You need to close your legs and stop getting pregnant by these niggas and tend to them goddamn kids. Let's get into the video. Like the video right quick. I'm tired of this stuff. I'm just really tired of it. And I don't really care about Cardi. The problem I have is Cardi is influencing my people. That's the problem I have. I could care less what Selena do right here. I could care less. My problem is she have a few of my people in the chokehold, and I got to get them up out of there, or at least the ones that want to go. Okay? So again, I don't have nothing personal against Cardi. To hell with her. Her life is a shit show. I don't give a damn how much money she got. She in a fetal position crying every single night. Y'all keep thinking money of God. Will Smith told you, I wish y'all could have every piece of dollar you could think in the world so you could see money don't make you happy. Will Smith told you niggas that. And it's so you niggas so greedy and so hungry for money, you still would rather put it in your pocket and it burn your leg off. Let's move on. Get that money shit off your godhood. Let's get into her video announcing she's pregnant with her boyfriend. Mind you, she's still married legally, but still.
Right away.
Yeah.
With, because the rumors on the streets be talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so the latest rumor about you is that you are having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know what, if anything, you want to share about that with the class.
Well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stephon Diggs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? And that this will be baby number 4 for you, Cardi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Congratulations.
She is a horrible actor. Oh my God. She's a horrible actor. Oh my God. It's dreadful, actually. It's dreadful.
Thank you. I'm actually I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby. Me and my man, we're very supportive of each other. We're like in the same space in our careers, but like in different,
By that, what do you mean by that same space? That you're both doing well? What do you mean?
You know what it is? That I feel like we're really great and one of the best at what we do. And me and him think the same way. Like
I'm not about to let you go past that statement, Heifer. Did you say you one of the best at what you do? Hold on. Get me up here. Did this bitch just say that she's and him have one thing in common? And that thing is they both are one of the best at what they do? Is that what she said? Yeah, this y'all fault. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this y'all fault. This ain't my fault. It's all y'all's fault.
It's all y'all's fault. Y'all messed up the family. Can't you see that?
It's y'all fault. Yes, whoever said that a lie don't care who tell it, you are absolutely right, girl. And this lady lied with a straight face. I'm telling you that grinds, it gets under my skin. I hate that. You know what I mean? Girl, that girl said he the best at. Girl, this is y'all's fault. This ain't my fault.
it's like, yeah, we're one of the greatest, but what's next? What we doing again? We do it again. We have to do it again all the time. It's not like we're never like comfortable. we just want to keep doing it. And that's just how we both are.
You have a song on your new album. I can't wait for people to hear the new.
They chose Cardi to be the black girl, to try on black girl, because they know that black American women wouldn't have taken it from a white girl. And they know that we color struck AF, and we would look at Cardi and try to make it in our mind that she's one of us. And in our hearts, we would want her so bad to be one of us that we take our mind and trick our brains into saying that she's light skinned, even though she ain't. You know what I'm saying? We look at her hair texture and know good and well her mama and daddy look clear as hell and say that she's Afro-Latina. It makes us create things. You see what I'm saying? This is why fandom got to go. But I think they chose her because she was the best candidate. She wasn't white. She wasn't like a Sukiana. Y'all rejected Sukiana. Sukiana ain't no different from Cardi B. Y'all rejected Sukiana, and Sukiana ain't zero different from Cardi B. So don't tell me we ain't got no underlying colorism issues going on around here. Okay? Now, like I said, they chose her because she was going to be the person that can gather the youth of all. She can get the Black American youth, and she's going to use them to get their culture so she can spread it out across the world, and then she can get the other youth, and then they can keep them under control. But she's trying on black girl. I'm not saying that she's not actually like that and she ain't from the hood. I get it. She's from the boogie down Bronx. I get it. The melting pot. I get that. But the point I'm making is it's almost like a costume. And I didn't catch on it before because I was under the witchcraft. But now it's so blatant. It's eerie. It's sick. I wish you guys could see it the way I see it. I swear, I wish I had a pair of glasses I could take off my head and show you what I be seeing. Most of y'all wouldn't be able to make it. If I had a pair of glasses that could show you what I be seeing in my head in my day-to-day, most of us wouldn't make it. I'm going to be completely honest. You know, they say true hurts. Boy, true or send a nigga into cardiac arrest. Do you hear me? Either way, I'm done off this heifer. Girl, Cardi B, she's pregnant. She's stupid. She's going to be back on the internet crying. Meet me back here when she's doing it. Offset going to be laughing. Barty gang going to get mad at Offset for laughing and go over there and try to cyberbully him. And then he going to come back out and say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I understand she's going through pregnancy. I shouldn't have did that. I'm telling you how it's going to go. And she going to crash out the next 9 months. She going to grow paler than she grew the last time. She going to get clearer than she was the last pregnancy. Okay? And then, you know, it's just going to be an ongoing cycle and an ongoing loop. And she going to be back on the internet dragging stuff on. He won't make it through the pregnancy. He won't make it through the pregnancy. And if he makes it through the pregnancy, oh, he be gone right after that. This shit is destined to fail. Meet me back here when it happens, because I'm a sure hit y'all with it. Where my thing at? Where my little girl at? You think I'm not going to hit y'all with the I told you so? Nigga, please.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
Okay, let's move on. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all, I want to get into, really quickly, Charleston White had said something about Young Thug. And it kind of made me think about the manhood comment that we talked about yesterday. And I was talking about, again, I'm not a man, nor am I trying to act like I'm a man or want to be a man. I am a divine feminine, please. And thank you. I'm feminine 24/7. I don't have to reside in my femininity. I just am. So I don't ever want to threaten anyone's masculinity or anything by trying to act like I know what a man, is and things of that nature. I'm only going off of my experiences and what I have witnessed, seeing that I'm a person who study pathologies and stuff. And this is the only thing, that's the only angle I'm coming from. So please no black man I don't care if you're not black, but if no black American man, please don't get upset with me or feel like I'm overstepping my bounds. And if I am, please check me. It is what it is. But with that being said, we were talking about manhood. And I told y'all from my perspective, and I'm not a man, but from my perspective, it's certain things men just not gonna do. And gossiping is just one of them. Now, I'm not saying your man ain't gonna listen to you sometimes when you talking about what happened. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes your nigga might be like, oh, like when you talking and you, babe, guess what happened at work? He might say, that's not gossiping. What Cardi B, what Young Thug was doing was gossiping like a bitch. We already talked about that. You know what I'm saying? And when Charleston White brought this out, he talked about manhood, but that wasn't even the part. The part that got me was what I keep telling y'all every day. You got to heal your unhealed childhood trauma. I know it sounds crazy, but the issues you have right now, September 17th, 2017, 2:17 p.m. Eastern, the problems and issues that you are having and causing right now is stemmed directly from your childhood trauma. It's a fact, okay? We all walking around unhealed, okay? We can fix that. Now, let's get into Charleston White's response or how he felt about Thug gossiping like a bitch.
Ugly, he black, he not built right. If he take them veneers out, his mouth look worse than Finesse 2 times did. We heard 2 hoes talking on the phone. That's a hoe behavior. He gossip like a hoe, messy like a hoe. Most of your friends, if you got 5 friends and all y'all grew up together, in every group there's one friend like Young Thug, just talking about you, talking your business. He's your friend, but it's a lot of people grew up in households where they was like that with their brothers and their sisters.
Pause. You see how quickly Charleston went from he ugly, his teeth riding, his veneers, or however he be saying it, and then he went straight into what? Childhood. We not understanding how that shit really shape every day, right? Now, what Charleston is going to do is talk about who he was as a child, and that's why he is who he is as a grown-ass man and celebrity, Young Thug. It's literally directly connected, y'all. If you think I'm lying, try it out. Look.
Their mama was like that with their brothers and their sisters. So a lot of jealous niggas had jealous mamas. When I see that.
Really quickly, you know the first time I figured that out? When I was with this guy who was abusing me. This dude was abusing me, drinking and abusing me. And I remember one time I went to his mama. And when I went to that lady and told her what he was doing, that lady looked at me with a straight face and said, well, what are you doing to him? You probably antagonizing him. And it was immediately I knew this nigga crazy because the moon. Listen, this ain't had nothing to do with no awakening, no spirituality. This is just me piecing 1 + 1, making it make 2. When I went to this boy mama and told this boy mama what this boy did, that lady looked at me and said, well, what did you do? And immediately, I'm talking about instantly, I said, oh, there you go. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because whatever happened to this man when he was a child, this is the man I'm telling y'all about. Whatever happened to him as a child, that's part of the reason why he grew up to be an adult and hitting bitches over the top of the head. Me being one of the bitches. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I forgive the man. I don't have no issue. However, this is the same thing that Charleston White is talking about when it talks about Young Thug. The things that has happened to you in your childhood directly affects you today. You don't know it because you're not tapped in to see it. But it literally directly affects you. And if you want freedom, you got to heal that childhood trauma. Thug was an ain't shit child. That's why Thug an ain't shit nigga as a man. Period, point blank. And when he said he came from around mamas and cousins like that, you get it? It makes sense.
See a jealous project nigga.
This is the reason why we have to break generational curses, you guys. This is one of the things that they have used to stop our growth and keep us away from our godhood. We have to break generational curses. It is imperative.
These the niggas you don't ever want to get in power. These are the niggas you don't ever want to become the leader of a gang. These are the niggas you don't ever want to be a police officer.
And these are the niggas who are sought out and chosen by the powers that be. Think about the police dude who was lame as fuck when we was in school, but now he a police. He getting to act hard like he could fight, nigga, knowing we done beat you up 50 million times between middle school and high school. Think about him. Think about the dude who in the military or who joined the military. He was the lame ass nigga. Not everybody, but for the most part. You feel what I'm saying? Think about those people. The powers that be, they specifically target and go after those people to put them in powers of position to keep you and me in our place. Connect the dots.
He been like that all his life, homie. Jealous of the niggas. He ugly, he black, he.
Like he said, he been like that all his life, jealous of other niggas. And that's just a fact. You are whoever that child was. Whatever hurt that child went through, if you don't heal it, you will continue to find yourself in loops, cycles, and abusive situations. And they don't have to be physical. It don't have to be even with another person. It could be abusive to your damn selves. Generational curses must be broken. That is our assignment. That is our assignment. And not only that, I don't know if this is to incentivize anybody, but there's a lot of gifts on the other side of people who are breaking generational curses. And they are happening right now. Today. 2:22 p.m. 2:22 on the clock. 2:22 on the clock. And I'm telling you, generational curses must be broken. There are a lot of gifts that have been stopped, stolen, and taken away from a lot of y'all bloodlines, but y'all ain't gonna know it till y'all tap in. All right, let's move on. I can only give y'all the message. Hope that you take heed. I can lead a horse to water, but if you don't drink, I'm gonna kick you in your ass. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I love y'all. All right, let's move on. Now, I want to move to where did I say I want to go after this? Girl, let's get this Charlie Kirk stuff off. Yeah, let's get this Charlie Kirk stuff off the ground. First of all, let's start here first. Candace Owens. They say, Candace, you know you work too hard for that man to be in love with you. They say, girlfriend, you know you look so bad. Girl, Candace Owens, you look so bad. Girl, Candace Owens been windmilling with her head down ever since that cracker got cracked down the goddamn croutons. And I'm sitting up here mad. Candace, please go lay down. Please, Candace, go lay down. Candace done got on this doggone internet and told these clears and the powers that be that she ready to die. Listen to me and listen to me good. And I don't know where her husband was when she was laying her life on the line for Charlie Kirk, but I swear to God, I don't promote violence. If I was her husband, see when they say in the live, and she'd have got on this live talking about she ready to die behind Charlie Kirk and leave me here with all these churn, I'd have popped that heifer upside. I'm just playing. He ain't through with me yet. But listen, she on here talking about she ready to go on a glory behind Charlie Kirk. Girl, y'all is crazy. Candace, go lay down, please. Leave them clears alone. You done got under this orange juice, man, and you done got to acting crazy. You must have bumped your head. Girl, look at Candace. Now, remind you, Candace is mad is because Candace feels like that. Well, Candace knows. She's in the industry. They about to put up a fake Charlie Kirk, and this is what she means when she says that. They're going to send out a new person. They got rid of Charlie Kirk because to whatever level or entity he was in the industry, it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough for them to fully control him. Whatever connections he had to the powers that be, it wasn't enough. So they probably took his ass up out of here to replace him with somebody that they select. And this is what Candace is over here saying that she's not going to stand for, because she understands how this stage play that we call world in day-to-day life, she understands how this thing works. And she knows that they're going to hurry up and stick in a goddamn stand-in and make everybody else believe that he's the next Charlie Kirk. But the fact of the matter is he's bought and paid for. Welcome to the party, you're late. Let's get into the doggone video.
You think that you are going to replace Charlie Kirk, okay? Kings are born.
Before I go on, really quickly, This is no shade. Shout out to everybody. Black America, come in right quick. Right quick. I want to show you something. Look. For the longest, we be blinded by how to tell the difference between melanated people. Look at Candace Owens' hairline. That's it. Let's move on.
You don't just get to depose and tell us that we're going to follow this individual, okay? I'm one of the Masons of Turning Point USA. You put a shill in Charlie Kirk's chair, in Charlie Kirk's company, and you try to tell us to follow that individual, I will be an enemy of you. There will be nothing that can stop me. Okay. And I want you guys to say this is.
Did she have the baby? Did she have the baby? Because it's one thing to put your life on the line, Candace, but the baby ain't got nothing to do with it. Did you have the baby before you get up here talking about laying your life on the line? I need somebody to drop down in the comments. Did Candace have the baby? I'm trying to see something. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I'm trying to see. Shit, you want to talk about, are you ready to get on the table and just go lay down? Girl, please. Not with them people, baby, in your stomach. Girl, people be talking crazy on this internet, man.
It's not a threat. This is a promise. There will be nothing that can stop me.
Oh.
I will release every single text message. So to those of you who are trying that, I'm seeing the messages. I am telling you to back off right now. Like right now. Don't do it. Okay?
This is not a hill Candace want to die on. It's one thing to voice your opinion. It's one thing to feel the way. But Candace calling out some powerful people. These the same people who took his ass out. And Candace talking cash money shit. Maybe Candace knows something I don't know. I don't know. Maybe let me take that back. Maybe Candace knows something that I don't know. And that's why she talking her cash money shit is naive. Go ahead on, Candace.
Don't you think about it. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you were that were exerting pressure. Don't you pretend to be noble now and say nice things about Charlie Kirk and think you're going to slide into his chair. Okay? Over my dead body, which I'm sure can be arranged. Those of you who think
that girl say over my dead body, which I'm sure can be arranged. Oh, baby, you don't have to tell them. They just hollered at your partner. They know. You don't have to remind them that this gonna be over your dead body. They know all about that. That's why you here. You see what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. Candace, you putting 20 on 10. It's a lot of dip on your chip, girl. But if you want to die on the hill, it is what it is. Now, people are speculating that Candace and Charlie Kirk was around there. But I don't know. I wasn't around there. I don't be where Mayo people live and reside and hang out. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All I know is Candace is not playing behind Charlie Kirk. They really is martyring this man like he really was Jesus Christ. But you know what? Now that I know what I know about white Jesus Christ, he might be that Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Candace, girl, good luck. I'm going to keep my ears to the street. Not going to pay attention, but we'll keep my ears to the street to see if they're going to clip you next. Maybe she got some type of Jew protection or something. You know she married in a family. Mm-hmm. Maybe she got some orange juice protection. I don't know, child. Candace is cutting up. But anyway, the Clears are losing their mind. I told you the Charlie Kirk situation has made the Clears implode. I literally told you that, right? Let me show you this. Hold on. All right. So I told you they're at war. This is a physical and a spiritual war. I told you that. Black America, I do not care what side of the aisle you reside on. I don't care if you were left. I don't care if you were right. I don't care if you were independent. I don't care if you, whatever the other parties is. Because again, I told you I only voted one time. Obama got me the first time. Never get me again. But anyway, I don't care what party you are. If you care about your own well-being, you will completely step out of this political war that is happening after the death of Charlie Kirk. This has absolutely nothing to do with you. Okay? And let me tell you why. The laws, all the things that are written are not written for you. Wait, they won't even mention you in the laws. There's nothing written for Black men or Black women, African-American men, African-American women in the laws. So that means they are fighting each other over their own laws and dominions. It's almost as if we all living in the same neighborhood, but it's just them two neighbors fighting. Not us. That ain't got nothing to do with us. We just standing outside on our front porch looking, some of us recording, trying to see who gonna win the fight. Do you get it? I'm a visual thinker and a visual learner, so I hope that made sense. When it comes down to this political fighting, this political war that these clears are dealing with, it's clear on clear crime. I don't care what your political affiliation is. This has absolutely zero to do with you. So if I were you, I can't tell you what to do. If I were you, I would fall back. I would watch it, laugh, kiki, and do my genealogy. You saw I threw that in there? 1116 in the chat. All right, now here comes this clear woman who get assassinated. Now, these are not random stories. Let's really be clear. These stories that are going to come out are not random. These are not random, okay? This woman, tragedy in Minnesota, prominent Democratic leader Melissa Hartman and her husband assassinated during home invasion in politically motivated attack. Now, let me start by saying this. I don't know if this attack was politically motivated. However, it don't matter because it's not about what you know. It's about what they tell you. You see what I'm saying? So either way, her and her husband done got assassinated. And I'm telling you, this is going to get deeper and deeper. These clears about to scratch and gnarl each other's eyes out. It's about to get crazy. This is prophesied to happen, that they would turn on each other and go against each other. And I don't even know if it's in the Bible, but I feel like it is. Somebody with the Bible scripture, if it is, could tell me if I'm right. Okay? Now, they is going to go and turn on each other and drag each other, go to war with each other, tear each other down. But they need you to have your energy input in order to save themselves. Now, the way to watch them perish and save yourself is to stay out of it. This has nothing to do about Black American politics. As a matter of fact, Black American politics have absolutely zero to do about anything when it comes to this system, okay? All right, now here comes this woman. It says, reporters question Trump on why flags were not lowered for Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hartman, followed by her assassination back in June. Trump responded, I'm not familiar who, and added that the governor of Minnesota hadn't asked him to lower them. This question came after flags were lowered for Charlie Kirk. Though, let me say this, they did lower the flags at half-staff, which I found very asinine. I thought it was disrespectful to have him ride on Air Force One. The nigga didn't serve. I'm sorry, the crouton didn't serve. So I don't think he should have rode on Air Force One. I don't think he should have had a funeral procession done by the military. It's a lot, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? However, when it comes down to Trump denying this woman flag being flown at half-staff, I'm sorry. This is the igniter for the clears to go at each other. This is for them to take each other out. They coming up on this here internet, coming up on this here TV, saying any and everything to spark the fire. They dog whistling each other. Because you got to keep in mind, I told y'all there's a difference between the rich clears and the poor clears. That racism hit different. Poor clear racism, that's an everyday Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, regular, whatever. But rich clear racism, that is systematic and it hits different. And they don't care if other clears get taken out either. As a matter of fact, they despise the poor clears. I didn't say it, the clear said it, okay? Now, the reason why this is on the internet is because this is to fuel the fire in the war between the left and the right, okay? Y'all like the video. Let's get into Trump being asked why he didn't lower the flags at half-staff when this clear woman and her husband went on the glory, or wherever they be going when they clear. Hold on.
President
Mr. President, I want Charlie Kirk, in retrospect, given all of the moving ways that this White House has paid tribute to Charlie Kirk,
Right.
do you think it would have been fitting to lower the flags, to have staff?
Y'all know this be fake. Like when people be saying political theater, it's literally a theater. Like literally. This shit be fake. Y'all do know that. These press conferences where they be running, oh, Mr. President, Mr. President. Y'all know that. Okay, never mind. Let's move on. I'm sorry, y'all.
Mr. President, I want Charlie Kirk, in retrospect, given all of the moving ways that this White House has paid tribute to Charlie Kirk,
Right.
do you think it would have been fitting to lower the flags, to have staff when Melissa Boardman, the Minnesota House Speaker, was gunned down by an assassin as well?
I'm not familiar. Oh,
The Minnesota House Speaker, a Democrat, was assassinated this summer.
Well, if the governor had asked me to do that, I would have done that. But the governor of Minnesota didn't ask me. I didn't. I wouldn't have thought of that, but I would have if somebody had asked me. People make requests for the lowering of flag, and oftentimes you have to say no because it would be a lot of lowering. The flag would never be up. Had the governor of Minnesota asked me to do that, I would have done that gladly.
Mr. President,
what y'all not understanding is what's happening here is that reporter is asking Donald Trump, hey, how is it that you lowered the flag half staff for Charlie Kirk, but you didn't do it for an actual Democratic leader? Now, this is a dog whistle. This is to make the people on the left be really mad at this right side and this president because, man, y'all gonna sit up here and do it for some literal political idiot and we hate him because we're left clears and we got blue and purple hair and we hate him. That's what they want to invoke. That's the energy they want to invoke in the clears and in people on the left, okay? That's why that question was posed because, listen, those reporters don't write their own questions. I'm telling you this shit fake because it's a literal script. Literally. Now, back to what I was saying. The point of her asking the question is for this moment here, for it to go viral, get people talking, and even warn with each other, okay? This is the political dog whistling that they are doing to each other to spark wars. Every time you turn around, they are going to try to put us in the middle of it. This is why they still giving us updates on Trey Reed being hung, but nobody want to talk about the white boy that got hung right up the road in Mississippi. That was not a racial attack. A black man and a white man got hung, but the media is putting it to us as if this black man got hung and racism is still so horrible and crazy in Mississippi. Now, while that is true, that is not the truth in that particular situation. It's dog whistling. It's finding a way to get you to give your energy to their bull stuff. We have to cut off and preserve our energy, okay? This is literal political theater. That's why this is here. It is here to misguide you, mislead you. They use their puppets, their sheep herders. That's what they call, or you call, celebrities. That's why every 4 years, who they have up there running with them? Celebrities. That's their job, to promote these people to keep you down. They pay them a lot of money to keep you stupid. Don't give your energy to this white man war. Let that white boy fight his own war. That ain't got nothing to do with you. As of yet, Black America collectively, I'm not saying you. As of yet, collectively, Black America has not been negatively or gravely affected negatively. We just haven't. Okay? Now, I also want to show y'all this because I'm telling y'all the clears are literally like it's crazy. It is insane. Let me show you another way how they trying to drag us in it. Look, let me show you something. I'm about to show y'all that what I be saying, I don't just be talking out the side of my neck. I be telling y'all what's really going on. Look at this. Look who they decided to do a tribute album to Charlie Kirk. Because y'all think I just be talking. The baby released a music video to honor, not Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry. Irina Zarusa, that's the clear girl who got stabbed on the train by the black dude who said that he was possessed. So now here come the baby. Now, mind you, all the black people that have been slain across America, all the black people that have gone through all type of injustices and all that stuff, the baby has not came out and did a tribute to any of those people, right? But then here comes the baby doing a tribute video to that clear girl who got stabbed on the subway. The reason why is because they need to pull your energy. These celebrities are puppets. I told you, 6ix9ine came on here and said, you have to. They don't get to say, I don't want to do that. So if the powers that be came to the baby and said, hey, the baby, you getting back in the industry, right? Yeah. We treating you good, right? Yeah. I need you to do a tribute to this clear girl on this subway. What you think the baby gonna say? If you don't know what he would say, think about what you would say. And the fact of the matter is, the harsh reality is, most of us would take it. Not me, but most of us would. They are puppets, man. They are puppet masters. These celebrities, they real job is not what you think they are. Their job is hidden. The job is to keep you confused. It is to keep you under oppression. They pay them a lot of money to keep you dumb. So here come the baby. Oh, and also to harvest your energy and keep you and steal your melanin and stuff like that. So now here come the baby with a tribute video. Look. Hold on.
Don't cost you double. When I stay silent,
I can't play the song. But you guys get the concept. Now, it was a alleged black American man, who they say is the one who stabbed this girl. Now, who you think they gonna put out in front of the masses to say, I'm sorry? Who you think they're going to put out in front of the masses to say, I'm sorry? It was an alleged black man who killed a lily white girl who was from Russia or somewhere. Who do you think they're going to make come out in front of the crowd, in front of the flock, and put them on their knees and make them pay for it? The love of money, not money. The love of money is the root of all evil. It literally means when you chase it, it will walk you right into the arms of the devil. The baby want to be back in the industry, right? So guess what the baby gonna have to do? Play ball. So when the industry want the baby to come and do a video to say that, oh, we so sorry, and I'm paying tribute to this lily white girl that the baby could give 2 F's about, you got to know why he's doing it. And this is why I need you to understand that you need to disconnect your energy from these celebrities. I'm not saying don't enjoy them. You're supposed to enjoy them. Go to the shows, see them at their games, go do all of that. But if you tie your spirit and your energy to these people, they are going to lead you right to hell. And that's a promise. This is another way to pull our energy into their struggles. A black man stabbed up on a white girl, and I believe he probably had some doggone MK Ultra stuff going on anyway. I believe they activated something in his head and made him stab that white girl so that we can be here to talk about it and pull our energy. They only reinforcing this crap with a song from the baby to continue to pull you in. Leave that alone. That ain't got nothing to do with us. I don't give a damn if he was black American or not. Leave that alone. Does that make sense? Leave that alone. The juice ain't worth the squeeze on that. You see what I'm saying? The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Part of this is strategy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You can't just move off an impulse. We got to start thinking. Let's put our brains together and figure out how we going to move around. That, it is what it is. We can't do nothing with that. Leave that alone. The baby want to do a tribute song. Let him tribute his ass off. Fine. We got to move around. We got bigger fish to fry. We got genealogy to do. We got other stuff. But I'm just showing you how they pull you in through your energy. So guess what? All of the baby's fans are going to do what? Go click on the video. And I told you the type of witchcraft done through the videos. Don't make me pull it up. Do not, hold on. You want to see visually what it looks like for the people who haven't seen it before? I can show you, hold on. It won't take me but a little bit. Let me pull it up. No, not that. Hold on, let me go here. Matter of fact, I could pull it up in my email. Let me show you exactly what it literally looks like, because I need you guys. I'm a visual person, y'all, so I like to show pictures and describe things in picture. I'm sorry, it's just how my brain works. But let me show y'all something. Damn it. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to pull something up so y'all can see it. And then I'm going to do from me. Is this it? Yeah. Let me show y'all what it looked like. Now, you got to understand how to look at things. Do not look at it with the two eyes God gave you. Look past this photo when I show this to you. Again, do not look at this photo with the two eyes the Most High gave you. We see that. We can see that as clear as we can see the tables. We can see the chairs, as we can see the hands in front of us. We can see that. Look past what you're seeing, if you can, and look at what's happening in this photo. It's not just music. It's not just sports. It's all of it. This is the very witchcraft. This isn't a completely accurate depiction, but it gives you a ballpark figure of what has been done to you, to your brains, to your minds. All the spell work, all the witchcraft, all this stuff has been infiltrated and just seeped in all of our stuff. Our food, our clothes, our entertainment, our books, every single thing. Okay? Now, when you get to looking in this photo and you start to wondering why I'm giving you guys all these warnings, is because these things I see differently from even some of you guys might see them, and y'all might see them differently, but I see different. I don't see, listen, y'all see celebrities. I see demons. That's just how I look at it. And I'm not saying every celebrity is a demon, but all them ones that be coming up here trying to lead my people, every single one of them, I don't see celebrities. I see demons. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm not calling them a demon. I'm telling you what my eye see. And I can see through them, literally, on some That's So Raven shit. No cap. My eyes is different. It's different, man. I can't explain it. So when I be on here dragging y'all faves, it's not because I just hate them and want to hate on them. I see different. Now, back to where we were. These clears are losing their mind, y'all. They really are. And they're doing that because they are in disarray. Their protection has been lifted. They don't know which way to go. They don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And things are not looking up for them. It's just not. And here come Barry B. Look at Barry B. You know they was going to call him up here. I thought Black America packed him up a long time ago. Little wide-eared bastard. I don't like Barry B. That's your boy. And y'all want to know who Barry B is? Barack, I fooled you niggas again, Obama. Oh, yeah. That's your partner, not mine. I do not like Barry B. I figured Barry B out 1 year into his first doggone term, and I wasn't even in the politics. 1 year in, I said, this nigga ain't shit. You get it? But it took most people a long time to figure it out. Some of us still have him on the walls at our grandmother's houses. You know what I'm saying? With white Jesus and Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Neither here nor there. Here come that wide-eared bastard Obama coming on here talking about, Charlie Kirk. Yeah, it's tragic what happened to him, but he was just not the best the dog whistling. They brought him out here for you, Black America. They didn't bring him out here for the white boys. They're going to listen to him anyway. They got Barack out here for you, but they forgot. I thought we packed him up during the election when he came out here trying to drag black men. trying to chastise black men for not voting the way he wanted them to vote. That's what I thought. I thought we packed him up then. But apparently the powers that be tapped him on the shoulder another time, 3 times with the 3 taps, and said, get your ugly ass up and get out here and say something about this racism so these crackers can start fighting each other. And that's what he came on here and did. Now let's get into Barry B's response to Trump and Charlie Kirk. Remember, listen with another ear. Listen deeper than what you hear on the surface. These are all dog whistles. Watch.
Was horrific and a tragedy. What happened, as you mentioned, to the state legislators in Minnesota, that is horrific. It is a tragedy. And there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The central premise of our democratic system is that we have to be able to disagree.
Nigga, spit it out.
And have sometimes really contentious debates without resort to violence. And
you know what I hate most about the left? You know what I hate most about the left? How conniving. First of all, the left and the right ain't shit. Let's start there first. But what I hate most about the left is y'all are the most cunning, evil bastards I've ever seen. You mother pluckers will get on here and put on that facade like you all about peace and love and eternity for the people. And you the main cancer of the same people you got clapping in the audience for you. The left ain't shit. And let's be clear, the right ain't shit neither. But when I notice they patterns and how they do, they come on here, you know, it's just unfortunate. We're going to have to learn to talk things out again. You know, when they start to doing that ugly ass shit, it's simply because they acting, man. They acting. And Obama coming out here with that ugly ass, oh, we need just making it seem like they something they not. They're the most evil of the two, if you ask me. If you ask me, Malcolm agreed in the 60s.
And when it happens to some, but even if you think they're quote unquote on the other side of the argument, that's a threat to all of us. And we have to be clear and forthright in condemning it. Obviously, I didn't know Charlie Kirk. I was generally aware of some of his ideas. I think those ideas were wrong. But that doesn't negate.
You see how the people clap when he said, I think those ideas were wrong? This is what they do. This is what they do. They're not even listening to what he's saying. Because what he's saying is right. Even though I disagree with everything Charlie Kirk said. I ain't gonna say everything because I didn't listen to him. But even though I disagree with that white boy, I don't think you should be shot for your opinion. That's a God's honest thing. That's me looking at it from a humanitarian point of view. He's right. But they not caring about that. All they waiting on is the dog whistle. All they waiting on is the thing to make them go, he's on our side. This is the divide that they've been using for our community. I don't care what they do to them. I'm talking about us. This is the divide that they have used to divide us in our community through politics. We have to stop this. This is all a game these people playing.
The fact that what happened was a tragedy and that I mourn for him and his family. He's a young man with 2 small children and a wife who obviously, and a huge number of friends and supporters who cared about him. And so we have to extend grace to people during their period of mourning and shock. And so when I hear not just our current president, but his aides.
There you go. Now here you go. This is where now listen, he was already iffing at a few things during this little speech or whatever. But now he about to get into the meat and potatoes. Now he about to call the war between the left and the right. Now remind you, the reason I'm saying he about to call the war is because Obama has a very heavy voice in politics. Matter of fact, if not one of the heaviest voice in politics. Anything, any letter, any word, any sound, any enunciation or pronunciation that come out that man's mouth will be held on to by the people. Period. Point blank. So bringing him out is like pulling out the big joker. I told y'all there was the big joker and little joker when they pulled him and Michelle out for the campaign. Now, because they know how deep and heavy his voice is, now they're going to use him to make this about political war. And I'm telling you, they doing this every day, all on social media. They getting them people to fight a civil war. It dawned on me. The civil war ain't going to be between us. It's going to be between them. Look, check them out.
Who have a history of calling political opponents vermin, enemies, who need to be targeted. That speaks to a broader problem that we have right now. And
when he brought up some of the things that Charlie Kirk said to that audience, it was to reinforce, yeah, I know I'm up here saying that it's wrong that he got shot, but remember, he hated you motherfuckers. FYI. It's kind of like what he did.
And something that we're going to have to grapple with, all of us, what happened to Charlie.
Obama is the biggest fraud that ever came across America. I think second is Elon Musk, because that motherfucker right there is not real. Elon is an AI or alien. That is not a real person, not the here nor there. Girl, when we gonna pay? You know what? I just thought about it. Obama not talking to us. I know they think he talking to us. And to some of us who will listen, you a new age fool. But for the ones of us who know, we know he not talking to us because we don't rock with him no more. That smooth talk and smoking a cigarette don't work on us no more. It was cool back in the early 2000s. It don't rock like that no more. And that's another thing. I'm glad somebody said it. Obama ain't even from Acorn. Let me get my girl up here. Y'all, I got to tell y'all a story about Acorn. Hold on. Where my girl at? Who said he ain't even from Acorn? I got a really quick bit. Here she go. Oh.
He ain't even from Acorn.
Yeah, Obama not even from Acorn. Now, let me really quickly. I'm glad somebody brought that up. I needed to remember that. So it's funny. Just really quickly, it's going to take me 2 seconds. So I came up with that whole, he ain't even from Acorn, because when I first started talking about the difference between Black Americans and other Blacks, I was using that example in the movie when old girl was asked to draw the AP or to sketch the AP in the back of old boy head. Remember that? And she was like, he ain't even from Acorn. Let me get on here.
He ain't even from Acorn.
Remember that? And he was like, I don't care, hook him up. Remember he said it like that? I love when people from LA say it like that. They don't say him, they say him. Hook him up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the point I'm making is, it's funny, I only thought about that and pulled that because I was like, okay, that's a visual way for people to understand. When I first came on here, I was like, that's a visual way for people to understand that you need to understand there's a difference between your Black and their Black, right? So it was, oh, he ain't even from Acorn. Well, something fell in my lap this morning and I had to share it with y'all. Now, that was a random for me, really just random, because my mind and memory works in movies and music. I went and looked up the meaning of an acorn, y'all. Check this out. An acorn symbolizes potential, growth, patience, and the promise of future greatness. As a small acorn can grow into a mighty oak tree. It also represents strength, endurance, fertility, good luck, and renewal, and is a reminder of the connection to nature and the environment. Now pause. I came on here talking about he ain't even from Acorn, just to try to get y'all to see it's different types of Blacks. So go ahead. Now pause, hear me out. Then I decided to assign my members what? Acorns. Hold on. I gotta cook right quick. Let me cook. I assigned my people what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Acorns. Anytime somebody come on here and they ain't a Black American, everybody in the chat be hollering, "Voo, voo, he ain't even from Acorn. He ain't Acorn. Acorn, Acorn, everywhere, Acorn." I have people, and shout out to the people who sent me Acorn mugs, who sent me Acorn candles. Somebody sent me an Acorn pen, an Acorn book. I had Acorn earrings. Y'all remember that? Put a one in the chat if you was in here when we was hollering, when we was on the Acorn heavy. Put a one in the chat. We was Acorn heavy. And to listen, to find this morning I found this, y'all, this shit is divine, and can't nobody tell me nothing. I don't care what nobody say. This is divine. I assign each and every person to the membership in Acorn, and if you look at what an acorn symbolizes, it says potential growth, patience, and the promise of future greatness. As a small acorn can grow into a mighty oak tree, it also represents strength, endurance, fertility, good luck, and renewal, and is a reminder of a connection to nature and the environment. Don't I get on here every day and tell y'all to go outside and ground? One of my gifts is that I'm a healer. It's a healer gift that's been passed down from my mama through her mama and even through her mama. That's where I got so far. You can't tell me that me choosing them acorns was by happenstance. You can't tell me that me choosing that slogan was by happenstance. You can't tell me that the beautiful sister Natalie that's in the doggone acting ain't done that. You can't tell me none of that. You can't tell me that ain't spiritually tied. I'm so deep into my healing journey, can't nobody tell me nothing. Because from what I done seen, can't nobody. Listen to me. I need everybody to hear me. I need my enemies, because y'all on here. I've been seeing y'all. So to my enemies, to my haters, to all y'all who really think y'all about to come up against me, you fucked up horribly. And for the ones who already came against me, at first I was feeling sorry for y'all. Not no more. You fucked up. Let's move on. So now I want to move into Gen X. Y'all like the video, like the video, like the video. Gen Z, that's who I was talking about. Let's move on. I want to move into Gen Z. Gen Z has a problem with Gen X, and I wanted to bring it to the forefront because this is the gap that we need to bridge. All of the separatist stuff, all of this. Let me tell you something. Anton Daniels on the way down too. Anton Daniels made a lot of money. I said I wasn't going to say it. Spirit must be guiding me. Anton Daniels made a lot of money. That goddamn tether with the hard ER coming into my community, separating us. He get panels upon panels for the black men and black women so that he could degrade black women all over America, make us feel like nothing. His wife looked like she's scared as hell. She's scared the nigga might pop across the head. Anton Daniels, you next. You next. Let's move on. I just had to say that. I don't know why. You next. Let's move on. Gen Z versus Gen X. So Gen Z had came out here and had to air out some grievances. Okay. Gen Z have some real valid issues. But only thing I'm asking you guys is this. We have a communication error in our community. Okay. And it's not a one-sided issue. It goes both ways. Okay. These are the facts. All right. Now, in those communication errors, we also have our emotions. Most of us, all of us, are walking around literally in our emotions. And it causes us to close our ears and our hearts and even our minds when we're communicating. And I've learned this because I too have had that issue. I do still have that issue. I am actively working on my effective communication skills actively to this day. I'm not coming from a place of I'm better than nobody. I done did it. Y'all hoes need to no, we all going through it together. Trust and believe. But with that being said, I lost my thought right quick. Oh, Gen Z and Gen X. With that being said, when we get into conversations, we typically like to not, when we get into conversations, we typically like to shut down because of how we feel. I want to ask that when we listen to this young brother spill out his grievances or air out his grievances, he's going to have grievances with Gen X men. Now, he's Gen Z, I think. He look like he about Gen Z. He got to be about Gen Z. And he has issues with Gen X. And I went on TikTok and I went down a rabbit hole, and apparently a lot of younger black men and black kids, period, have a lot of issues with the generation before them. Now, let me start by saying this to my generation, to the millennials. Is that what we is? Girl, I don't know. I was born in 83. Let me say this to us. We are the most critical of our parents. My generation. I was born in 83. We are the most critical of our parents of any generation that came before us and any generation that came after us. We have the most to say about the rights and the wrongs that happened to us growing up through childhood. We also feel some type of way when we try to express those things to our parents, and our parents disregard us. Think about this. Whenever we go to our parents and we getting into it and we be like, remember that time you did it? And remember sometimes your parent look you dead in the face and be like, that never happened. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Do you remember how that made you feel? Take that into consideration when you're listening to these kids. Now, granted, is the approach the best? Absolutely not. But the truth hurts because it's not supposed to feel good. It's not supposed to go down well. It's supposed to shock you into change. So I want to say, I understand these young kids. I'm not saying I agree with everything they're saying. Some of them just bitching. But I understand exactly where they're coming from. And I think that we need to bridge the gap of communication between us and them so that we can break these generational curses. Because just like our parents, we critical of them. The fact of the matter is, just like they wasn't perfect, me and you ain't perfect neither. And let me, I don't know who needs to hear this, because I had to look in the mirror and tell it to myself. One day, and I don't care if it's you, Miss Perfect Patty, or I don't care if it's you, I don't give a damn daddy. One day your child gonna come to you to air out their grievances. You have to be emotionally and mentally mature enough to listen, take it in, and go from there. Does that make sense? So for my generation, all I'm asking, knowing how critical we are of our parents, we should be the last person to feel some type of way about these children dragging our ass. Do you see what I'm saying? Because the truth is, we have dropped the ball tremendously. That's the God's honest truth. Now let's get into what this young man, oh girl, I ain't even share the screen. Hold on, girl. Hold on, I ain't even share the screen. Hold on. What is wrong with this thing? I literally hate when YouTube, oh, here you go. Not YouTube, when StreamYard update. It looks weird. I don't know what the hell going on. Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right. This is the young man who have to air out his grievances, and the video is called Changing of the Guard. And he's going to say a lot of things. Now, he's specifically talking about black men. He's specifically talking about black men. Black women, this ain't your time to jump in. See, even the kids say y'all got problems. See, black men, we've been saying that. This is not your time to do that. Because the same thing could be done on your end, and we don't like it. This is the time to stop and just listen. Even if you feel played, and then replay it back in your head and listen to what he's saying. Because these are some things that we do need to work on in our generation, okay? Now, let's get into this dude right quick. Y'all like the video.
8-year-old black man, based on my personal experience, and I know it's not all, 9 times out of 10, when I have a negative interaction within my own community, it's Gen X black men. I don't get issues from black women as a whole. I don't have issues with black men that are my age or a little bit older, nor younger. I don't get issues when I engage with black kids. I don't get issues when I engage with the LGBTQ community. It's all love across the board, besides when I consistently engage with Gen X black men. It's a very rare occasion when I interact with a Gen X black man and I get something out of it. And it's so sad because
I want to talk about that. He said it's a very rare occasion that I interact with a Gen X black man and I get something out of it. Pause. Now, a lot of people gonna automatically take offense to that, and I can see why. Because on the onset, that's hurtful as fuck. Like, what you mean? Like, you know what I mean? But think about what he's saying. What he's saying is in his day-to-day life, although it is just his day-to-day life, still in his day-to-day interactions as he's moving around about the earth, whenever he has interactions with men in a certain age group, they typically all have similar responses and similar, you know what I'm saying, situations going on. And he's saying in reference to the children and the people under them. And now he's not lying as far as saying that they don't have nothing to give to these kids, because they don't. You got to remember, Gen X, what years is Gen X? Let me see. What year is Gen X? 65 to 80? These them hip hop kids. Because see, we going to learn how to figure out these generational curses. Them hip hop kids, them latchkey kids, who mamas and them was off working in the factory and they was raising themselves, scratching up their mama albums and vinyls and all of that in the park. Them niggas, no wonder. Them the same niggas sold hip hop to the orange juice people. Them the crack babies. They was on crack and they made the crack babies. So you want to know why you run across Gen X men and you don't get nothing from it? Think about what I just told you. See, environment, I told you about what I called it, an inter-environment and an external environment, however I said it. Environment plays a huge part in who and what you are, right? So when you think about what was going on at the time between 1965 and 1980, between the people who was having babies and the people who was born, they was either fucked up between pimping and heroin in the 70s, okay? To crack in the 80s, and then so on and so forth. You want to know where we really went down? Mike marched us all the way to the promised land, to the top of the mountain, for them clear people to pick us up and put us on everything but the child of God. You welcome. Let's get back into it, because that's the fact. Mike is your God and your savior. And I'm talking about Martin Luther the King. Martin Luther the King is your God and savior, not mine. I just use him as a tool.
Only 28 years old, and I feel like an OG in my own community because I know the men that came before me don't have much to provide. Y'all are sad, bitter, and holding on to systems of white supremacy. Y'all are homophobic, transphobic, perpetuate patriarchy. Y'all compete with younger black men while preying on younger black women. Y'all ignore the kids and don't provide them any guidance. Y'all have used and abused the women of your generation while ignoring the older generation. And the only people in this world that you show respect to is white men.
Wait. We got to back that up. Wait a minute. He took me fast, y'all. He took me fast. That nigga went off. Hold on, young man. Okay, hold on. That nigga took me fast. It was like he been holding this in all his life. Listen, that nigga took me fast. Wait a minute, young man. Okay, let's kind of go back a little bit into some of the things he's saying. And instead of being offended by it, because it's not just black men, it's a lot of us in that generation, okay?
Perpetuate patriarchy.
Let's go back into what he was
holding on to systems of white supremacy.
Hold on. Let's go back a bit to what he was
saying. For me, don't have much to provide. Y'all are sad, bitter, and holding on to systems of white supremacy. Y'all are.
He ain't lying. Now, the sad and bitter part, I can't speak to that. But holding on to systems of white supremacy, absolutely. I get so tired of you niggas. Oh, white supremacy. We can't build another Tulsa. They gonna burn it down. Remember what they did in 1902? I guess we just got to be slaves forever because they burned down Tulsa. You see Rosewood? You saw the movie? Y'all niggas do be doing that. Y'all niggas do be doing that. It grinds my gears. You do that. So when he say y'all niggas is stuck in white supremacy, he's absolutely correct. You use it as a crutch. You use it as something to lean on when things ain't going right in your life. Oh, the white man gonna shoot us. Oh, nigga, you ain't scared of that cracker. Stop lying. He ain't lying. Get out of that roots slave mentality. Throw that shit away. All that stuff you learned about Africa, roots, slave, throw it away. Do your genealogy and find out your specific story. But all that engineered, systematic crap they gave us through the doggone internet and through the TV, throw it away. Because I told you, if you believe it, it is so. So if you think you are a slave, then guess what you will walk around the world as for the rest of your life? All right? He ain't lying right there.
Homophobic, transphobic, perpetuate patriarchy. Y'all compete with younger black men while preying on younger black women. Y'all ignore the kids and don't.
Let me pause him right quick. Homophobic and transphobic, that's black culture, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's black culture. But what else he said?
Transphobic, perpetuate patriarchy. Y'all
perpetuate patriarchy. I can see that.
Compete with younger black men while preying on younger black women.
Now, that's the part. Shannon Sharp should have showed y'all that. All you old ass niggas still running behind them little girls and little fast ass little girls. And I ain't mad at you. Do your thing. But y'all, I didn't know that y'all be competing with them young boys behind them girls their age. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. And if it's not you, don't worry about it. If it don't apply, let it fly. But for you old ass niggas, you know, you Jim Jones ass niggas who running around here competing with these young boys because you don't want to level up to a woman because she gonna hold you accountable, you're trash for that. And listen, this read that he gave was deserved, well deserved.
Y'all ignore the kids and don't provide them any guidance. Y'all have used and abused the women of your generation while ignoring the older generation. And
y'all ignored the kids and don't provide any guidance. Facts. But I don't think any of us are doing that. He said we ignored the women. And what else he said?
Y'all ignore the kids and don't provide them any guidance. Y'all have used and abused the women of your generation while ignoring the older generation. And
he said y'all are use and abuse the women in your generation while ignoring the older generation. I agree with that.
Only people in this world that you show respect to is white men.
No, that was the point. When he said the only people you show respect to is white men, I'm going to stop him when he start lying. And it ain't just black men. It's black people. You don't even know when you're doing it. They got you so programmed. You don't even know when you be doing it. You walking around so programmed. You don't even know when you be doing it. Do you know years ago, I started going out of my way to never say yes, ma'am, or no, sir, to a white person, just because how I felt about the movies and slavery and stuff that I thought that I knew. Because of that, I used to go out of my way. If they clear, never a yes, ma'am, or a no, sir. I went out of, because I was like, I would never put them above me like that. That boy ain't lying to us. That boy ain't lying to us at all. We are so busy complaining about white supremacy. We don't know that every time we use that spell, that witchcraft ritually, by hollering white supremacy, we going further and further under their slavery. He ain't lying. That's the tough, God's honest truth.
It's fucking pitiful, bro. And when we talk about how this red pill ideology is seeping into the minds of younger black men, y'all give the internet too much credit. That shit is learned from somewhere. And typically it's from Gen X black men, whether it's their fathers, their uncles, their older cousins, and that shit is just being validated when they get on the internet.
Let me pause him. Kevin Samuels, Gen X. Most of the red pill dudes are Gen X. What was happening to those dudes to make them not like women like that? These are the kids who grew up under the pimp. Remember pimping was popping in the 70s? Remember that? Superfly, and they had Jackie Brown and all that stuff. Remember all that? They started taking the value out of the black woman then. Sexploitation, ain't that what they call it? Ain't that what they call it? These are the people that you know that he's looking up to, asking them to guide him and help him and show him how to be a man. These are the babies and the kids of this era. Mind you, you got the Vietnam War popping off, so heroin in the streets all over. Then they double back with the crack. In the midst of that, in the 70s, you got all type of stuff popping off. Fred Hampton getting killed. You got the Black Panthers getting dismantled. You got all type of political wars, physical wars. It's mayhem. These are the men that this young brother is looking to for guidance. Now, I'm all about this, and this is what I believe wholeheartedly. I don't put it all on systems because life is all about choices. Period. Point blank. So I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and say that the system is all at fault, because you make a choice every single day you open your eyes. However, when it comes down to black men and some black people, I'm not even going to say black men, some black people worshiping and praising and serving under these crackers, it's just like Kanye said, because slavery was a choice. Every single day we wake up with a choice. And honestly, if slavery was what they said it was, then absolutely it was a choice. And I'm saying that unapologetically. We all get a choice every day. So if we choose to just scream and holler about white supremacy, guess what we'll remain under? White supremacy. But these are the young men, or the men that this young boy is looking to for guidance. And this was systematically done by the powers that be so that this break in communication right now can happen. That's why that was done. It's unfortunate as F.
And if we as black men that are in my age group, a little bit older, like older millennials and like younger Gen Z and Gen Alpha aren't better, we will be the self-destruction of our own community if we continue to perpetuate their behavior, dog.
I love the fact that this young man is breaking generational curses. This is literally, you literally just told him, he just told you, I'm about to break a generational curse, because if I don't, then the rest of us will perish. See, this the type of energy I thrive off of. This the type of energy I love. The doers. We tired of the talkers. We had years of the talkers. The doers. See, this young man, I don't know if he's spiritual or not, but this young man understands that if I don't do something, if we don't do something, the ball that you drop is going to annihilate us all. See, this is what happens when you stop thinking about me and you think about us as a collective. You think about generations going past. This is why them clear people been able to sustain as long as they have been. They think generations ahead. We have to get back into that mindset. This young man, I don't know how old this young man is, already has the foresight, the fortitude, and he already has the maturity to understand that he has to take action. Now, if you would have came straight into this video getting offended, this right here would have went right past your head. And you never would have understood that outside of this dude and you feeling played, or this dude telling you his grievances, he's actually coming behind it with an action. Something that our generation has struggled to do. Something we, our generation, can learn from them. This is why healing and maturing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and all, you see what I'm saying, is very important, because then you get to hear things that you typically wouldn't hear. Because if this was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have still agreed with him. But if he would have said the same thing about black women, I would have dragged this little boy. I would have dragged this little boy. I know me. I would have dragged this little boy, because I would have been so busy feeling played about what he's saying, I wouldn't be listening to what it is he's trying to do. See, this young man will be blessed tenfold. He's breaking generational curses. I don't know what bloodline he come from, but I'm pretty sure it's a high one, because even if he's not spiritual, he has the fortitude and the foresight to understand we got to move. We got to do something. And I told y'all before I got on this live, I'm done with y'all talking. What we about to do? You see what I'm saying? It's time to do.
Got to be better, bro. It is literally up to us. Because if we aren't better, the community is going to leave us behind, just like they're leaving them behind. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not ending up lonely and sad in a fucking nursing home because I hate women and I feel like I should be at the top of the hierarchy within the black community.
And let me tell this to black women too. I'm glad he said that. I don't want to be stuck in no nursing home by myself, old as hell. That's for all you nigga cells out there. And to the black women too, you he-man woman, no he-woman man haters or whatever you are, who think, oh, we should all just divest. Oh, we should all just leave all these black men and have abortions and get pregnant by them. To all of you, you women are cancers as well. And you should be excommunicated from the community. You will bring us down. So all the nigga cells on the red pill side and all the women running around here hollering about we need to separate and all of that, you will be expelled. We can't have that. Because what's happening is, if Kevin Samuel stuck around, we would have way worse of a generation of men and not dealing with women. And I'm not saying that he was 100% wrong. I haven't gone back with my new ears to listen to the man. However, what I'm saying is the onset of the rhetoric that was spewed caused a huge divide in our community. This is one of the reasons why I told y'all Anton about to be up out of here. That divide in the community have to stop. All of this getting on this internet, letting these celebrities and all these people buck y'all head up to get on here and hate the people that you walk into next to every day, and you don't even run across these celebrities. Y'all have to stop. That is not going to fix us. That is only going to hurt us, harm us. Y'all going to walk us right into them people's slavery. That shit gotta go, man. That's dead. It's dead. If it's not about unity, you need to be excommunicated. But let me tell you something. I love this energy of this young man, and I hope that more in his generation see this and start to pay attention and wake up. Because this is so needed.
This shit is fucking pitiful, bro. Y'all have got to do better, bro. And if this doesn't apply to you, let it fly. But I can guarantee you the only people that are going to give me pushback are Gen X black men.
Didn't they have a story in the Bible, something about a child leading? I don't know where I'm picking it up from. Something about a child either leading or teaching the older people. I don't know where I'm pulling that from. I don't know. Listen to me. Regardless of how you feel about this, what this young man said, he is moving the needle forward. He is creating the change that he wants to see. He's doing exactly what Michael Jackson said. He's starting with the man in the mirror. He stood up and realized we not drowning. He literally stood up and realized we just standing in 3 feet of water. I don't even know if this young brother is grounding, but boy, if he is, oh my God. The power that's going to be vested in him. He powerful. We need us to gain this power as well. Because we all have this power. We got to get rid of the separation. We got to get rid of the things that are cancers and causing cancers to our communities. If it's not about us building and doing genealogy and getting out of these people's hell, then it ain't going to serve us. And we need to get it up out of here. We have to. We have to heal these inner childs. We have to heal that. This is going to make life better for you today. I promise you, if you don't heal your inner child and have a better situation in life, I promise you, you can come back and slap me. You have to heal your inner child. You have to break generational curses. These curses are the same like spells. Hello, curse, curse, curse. This is something that had to be placed upon you. For us to have generational curses, something, somebody, or some entity had to go in and place something on us. We have been equipped with the tools to break these curses. Why wouldn't we just go ahead and break them? I love the enthusiasm and the tenacity in this young man. This is what we need. We got a lot of thinkers. We need more doers. Like I said, I really just hope that we start listening differently. The media has trained our ear and our eye to be so sensitive that we don't even understand how reactive we've been. But the fact of the matter is we've been extremely reactive and we shouldn't be. We need to start taking time to just stop and listen and look. It's so much information. There's so much out here. You'd be surprised, man. I'm talking about, I got something from a little fly today, a fly that landed on the side of my house. I asked the question to the universe. The fly flew on the side of my house. I looked at it, glanced, turned back around. Something said, look back at it. Something said, study it. And I studied it. And I'm watching it do its little paws like this. And then it flew away. And then the answer that I literally just asked the universe came to me. I ain't even gonna make no cross sign because I don't believe in the cross. But the Most High could take my breath from my body if I am lying to you right now. Ken, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey boo, how do you feel about the Ankh? I don't know much about the Ankh. I need to get into my research about it. Now, before I used to think it was an African symbol, but now that I know it's actually indigenous to here, you feel what I'm saying? I want to look into it. So I don't know much about it, but I really do want to get into that because I guess I'm going through a midlife crisis, child. I want to get me some more tattoos. Okay. It must be a midlife crisis. Oh, well, y'all gonna come with me through the midlife crisis. Go and get the tattoos. Okay. Thank you, Ryan, for the super chat. Says, I heard that Babylonia and Mesopotamia is New York. From the guy in the intro of Mesopotamia, goddess he was talking about is Ishtar, Inanna. Oh, wow. Now, that's possible. I don't know much about that, so I can't tell you if you're right or wrong, but it's more probable than possible. Absolutely. This is the old world. We standing on the ancient land. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all don't believe me. Mr. Quackadil, thank you for the super chat. Says, thank you for all the info, Boo, plus the Rolly jingle. Oh, yeah. You know I got to get Rolly big funk ass every time I can. You know that. Nikki, thank you for being a member for 18 months. Says, hey, Boo, love you. I heard we should start looking into them sundown towns. They are hiding our stuff from us in them places. I'm not surprised. I told y'all that yesterday. Wherever you see the railroads, wherever you see the it's not just the Grand Canyon. Listen, they can't hide everything. They got to hide stuff in plain sight because they don't have everywhere to hide everything. Abso-freaking-lutely, you need to look in the sundown town. They make them like that so that you won't go around there snooping and finding something about you. You get it? That's why they sundown. They certain places are sundown towns for a reason. They're not chosen by random. Bree, thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry. Thank you for being a member for 16 months. Says, you are what you eat. Yes. Remove some things from your diet. You will see a difference in your health. Love your body. You can mold into whatever. Acorn. Man, listen. I know I've been losing weight because I've been running and stuff or whatever. And my pressure has gone down tremendously. And I have been more selective about what I eat. But last night I was online. And I was looking at some things that are good for people to eat. From what I hear, they say acorns provide all type of nourishment. Don't go eat it though. Don't tell nobody I told you to go eat no acorn. But anyway, it's certain foods and stuff that I'm looking into changing and switching up and adding to my diet, taking some stuff away because I want to feel good. I don't just want to look good. Looking good is one thing. I want to get to my God body. And I feel like my God body makes me feel good as well. And I think that entails me switching up some things on my diet. So like I said, it's not always about just losing weight. It's about being healthy too. Like feeling good. Because when you feel good, you do well. Okay. Thank you so much, Bree. I'm so glad you said that. Trey, thank you for the super chat. Says, Boo, I had to walk out the office. You are crazy. Oh, and Trey, I need to email you back. Me and Trey talking about a research team or whatever. I need to email you back to figure out how and what we're gonna do. I need to write you down to make sure I have you written down on my things to do. But I will be hitting you back, Trey. I promise you, I didn't forget about you. And thank you so much for that offer. I appreciate you. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Says, Candace Israel will holler at you next. Woo, child. Listen, we just gonna come on here and Joce it, okay? Tisha, thank you for the super chat. Says, I figured it out. Charlie Kirk looks like Davy off of Davy and Goliath. Oh, I laughed so hard because you know he looked familiar. I don't think I've never watched that show, Davy and Goliath. I've never watched it, but whoever have, you can probably attest. Trey, thank you for the super chat. Says, let's stop saying he was killed for an opinion. He spent the last 10 years talking crap and never got touched. He was killed for an agenda. And that's a fact. He didn't get killed for what he was saying. That's politically driven. I told y'all the ones who show up to the funeral will be the ones who, let's move on. Mother Tree and Moon, thank you for the super chat. Says, they say this thing is the oldest thing found. It doesn't mean it's the oldest. It's just the oldest that's found. Bam. Besides, where are you looking? Exactly. And that says a lot because they'll tell you, oh, these are the oldest bones found. But did you check everywhere? How do you know? These are the ones you found that you showing me. Listen, I ain't gonna say that. Them people hiding all type of stuff. Thank you, Mother Tree and Moon. Dimple Pop, thank you for the super chat. Says, Boo, ever since I've been doing my grounding, I do it in my backyard under my acorn tree. I didn't know. For real? Yo, that's crazy. And they say you should collect them acorns too. They say you should collect them and bring them inside or something. I don't know. Bring them, collect them. I don't know. Just hold them. Put them in your hand and squeeze them or something. I don't know. Do something with them. Because I just read off what the acorn means. And the acorn brings a lot of wealth. Do I need to read it? I'm going to read it again before I get up off of here. Deserving one. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you so, so much. Just a shy girl. Hey, boo. Hey, beautiful. Thank you so much for the super chat. Miss A-Town, thank you for the super chat. Says, it's my birthday. Says, happy birthday. Beautiful. I wish you have as many, many birthdays as you please. Oh my God. Happy birthday, y'all. Drop some cakes for my girl, Miss A-Town, in the chat. Let me just say this before we get up out of here. There's something special about these here acorns. Now, there's something here special about these here acorns. He ain't even from acorn. Let me pull it up. Acorn meaning. Let me pull him up again. The fact that my girl said that she be at the desk down there with the acorns and things of that nature, not at the desk, in the backyard grounding under the acorn, under the tree, the oak tree, that is dope. That, listen, man, that's gotta mean something. It's gotta mean something. But let me see. Oh, I found something else too. It says the nut of the oak, usually seated in or surrounded by a hard woody couple of indurated bracts. Then it goes on to say I thought it said, Middle English acorn, partially assimilated to corn, kernel, corn entry, going back to Germanic, whatever, whence also Middle High German acornic tree nuts. They trying to put it in Germany. They lying though. They trying to put it in Germany. Hold on. What did I say that? Acorn. Hold on. I had it up too. I shouldn't have hold Hold on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think this is right here. All right. It says it symbolizes strength and luck in Celtic traditions. That's what it says. Small nuts from the oak tree symbolize. It says, let's see what this powerful oak symbol means. It says an acorn is the nut of an oak tree. It typically has a smooth, hard shell and contains a single seed. Acorns are usually encased in a tough cup-like structure called a cap. Over time, given the right conditions, an acorn can germinate and grow into a new oak tree. Wow. The acorn symbolizes potential and strength. Starting as a tiny nut, it has everything it needs to create a mighty oak. That's us. Let me read that again. The acorn symbolizes potential and strength. Starting as a tiny nut, it has everything it needs to create the mighty oak. It grows into a massive oak tree, right? And you know we connected to trees directly. Its growth into a massive oak tree is a testament to perseverance and hard work. This is a spiritual journey that you're going to go on. It's going to take perseverance and hard work. It goes on to say, this little acorn teaches us about our potential and the importance of nurturing our dreams. Okay. They view the oak as a powerful gateway to higher insights. The oak tree from which acorn comes was particularly revered by the Druids, a learned class of priests, teachers, and judges amongst the ancient Celts. They viewed the oak as a powerful gateway to higher insights. Consequently, the acorn as the oak seeds symbolizes fertility, rebirth, and by extension, youthfulness and vitality. Druids often carried acorn symbols of protection and potential or ate them to gain their wisdom and prophetic qualities. Bitch, I'm going to find me an acorn and eat it. Okay? Thank you to any and everybody who ever sent me anything with an acorn on it. Shout out to all my acorns in the chat, because that's how I see us as Black America. We are acorn. Everybody else ain't us because they ain't like us. We are the acorn because we are born and sent here with everything we need. All it's going to take is perseverance and hard work to get us where we're going, and we're going to grow right up into that oak tree. We already directly connected. Hug a tree today. Literally. Peace out, y'all. Love y'all down to the ground. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, Blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.